My hair looks...
One year down and we're still here, bringing news with a laugh and a little cheer. Katty Konnie and Loudmouth Linda, keeping it real, no agenda. Satire, truth, and a whole lot of fun. Politics, crime, we get it all done. From breaking news to a joke or two, we do it our way just for you. We just can't make this stuff up. 1 year strong and we ain't gonna stop. Mic in hand, voices loud, shouting truth, making you proud.
Hello, hello, hello.
Well, hello, all you guys up there in that extreme heat. That we can share. That we can share for a change.
Right.
A little bit. I mean, yeah. I can't believe you guys up there have been so hot. And it's that whole area. That whole Midwest, all that area.
Oh, it's just been a scorcher. And I don't complain about the heat.
And you're in the basement. So it's supposed to be cooler. Yeah, and it's supposed to be cooler.
It's so humid down here.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's very, very humid.
Well, I was praying for rain. I'm going to tell you, I was praying for rain. I kept praying and praying and praying. And we were out working on the car, and I looked over, and I told Clyde, look at those dark clouds. Oh my gosh, we're going to get rain. Look at it. I can smell it. Here it comes. And it went all the way around our town and went to someplace else. I could not believe it. I think it spit on us. Barely.
Was it yesterday or Friday? It was like that here. The sky got so dark and then nothing.
What is with all that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I have spent most of the day looking at that deal in Traverse City.
I know.
Traverse City or Traverse City or whatever in Michigan. They said that the victims were from the ages of 29 to 84.
I don't know. I didn't hear you. I froze.
Okay. They said that the victims were from the ages of 29 to 84.
Wow. Hi,
hey, Royal. Yeah.
I don't know.
They said 29 to 84, and it happened at the pharmacy. Don't tell me that MK Ultra isn't in full bloom, because the guy had no reason.
Yeah. No, we have a lot of immigrants up north, I guess.
Was the heat getting to them?
Oh, probably. Well, they should be used to the heat. It's hotter down in South and Central America.
Well, this guy was from... Okay, so they got the guy, and his name was Bradford James Gilly, and he is from Afton, Michigan.
I don't even know where that is. It's got to be a little small.
Probably over and around that area. But I mean, I'm like, you went to the pharmacy, and what? You pulled out your knife and just started randomly stabbing everybody around you. Oh, and you got some in the parking lot. Hey, Sputsy. Jinx, show me a Coke.
Be careful, Sputsy. Prayers with you.
Oh my gosh, yeah, prayers with you. Because I tell you what, I would take a little bit of that rain. If you want to send it down this way, I would be more than happy to take it. I am right now at the point I'm praying for a tropical storm. How about that?
Yeah.
Jeez. We'll take anything at this point. I've got to go out and water the lawn. which I mean, I normally have to water the lawn, right? But
Mhm.
no, I got to go soak the lawn. It's turning into hay.
Now I got something going on with my eye.
What's
Don't
going
know
on with
what
your
it
eye?
is.
What's it doing?
I don't know. I had when I was driving Friday, I think it started Thursday or Friday. I was driving, and when I looked all the way over this way and looked back this way, like to my right, I saw like this curved flash. And now I have like a little round black circle that keeps floating back and forth where I look. And then there's a piece of like smoke that keeps moving, and there's like a million black dots.
That's not good.
No, no, I thought I broke a blood vessel, and it's like
Sounds more like your retina.
it's getting very irritating. I'll tell you
Well, you
that.
need to go in as soon as, because if it's your retina, it's not good news.
I don't know. I was driving. I wasn't doing anything. I haven't hit my head. None of that stuff.
Well, it'll detach. Usually, your high minuses or your mid minuses have that pressure anyway, and they're notorious for the retina to detach
Mm.
or
Well,
partially detach.
I can see it's just this little round thing keeps. If I look to the right, it moves away and I can't see it. But if I look straight ahead, it comes right in my
Vision.
eye. Yeah,
Is it about the size of a like a fly?
it's about the size of a dime.
Oh,
And
that's
it's hollow. It's just a black circle.
right. Those are
I
like
can see through
floaters. Do you have floaters?
it. Mm-mm.
Okay, I
No,
have
no.
floaters too, and all of a sudden a black thing will go by and you'll go like this thinking it's a bug, and it's not. It's a floater. It's a cell that floats in front of the eye, and it looks like a little black dot,
Well,
but
I
that's too
tried to.
big.
Yeah,
That's way too big. That could be I don't know. Sorry guys, you know what, this is what you get when it's 115 degrees outside, heat
right.
index. I mean, it's like, why bother?
No, I didn't even put any eyeshadow on today. It's like
It's
it's
so
too
hot.
hot.
It
It's
is.
too
It's
hot.
just too hot. It is too hot.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh,
I don't. I wanted to. Other than the Traverse City, I don't have much really to talk about. But I
mm-mm.
did have a story I wanted to kind of tell you guys. It was kind of different. That I don't know if you've heard it. Have you heard of Shane Lamond? Lamond. Lamond.
It sounds familiar.
He was a police officer during the time of January 6th. And what had happened was he was in contact with the guy that was running the Proud Boys, that
Yeah.
Terrio. Yeah. And now they're sentencing him to 18 months in
Well,
one of the roughest penitentiaries, this cop. And
wow.
what did he do wrong? Guess what he did wrong? He did his job. He did
He
his job.
arrested somebody.
No, what he did was he was an informant, and whatever this guy would tell them from Proud Boys, then he would come and tell his boss.
Wow.
And then he had a videotape of the guy burning the Black Lives Matter flag, which I thought, you know what, why should that matter? They burn our
Right.
American flag all the time. Why are you going to
Right.
put somebody in jail for that? But he showed the video. He gave the video. How
Wow.
about that? How about that one? And so now he's been brought up on charges that he was not following the oath of his that he took as an officer, and they're sending him to one of the roughest penitentiaries in DC for 18 months,
That's
guys.
so
18
stupid.
months. Well, you know what they do to
I
cops
just
in
have to
prison,
ask.
right?
I have to ask. Is it a white cop?
Yeah.
That's why. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound racist, but you know, You can get
Well,
away
and
with murder and get out and get a slap on the hand and yeah, just come back on this day in court when you murder somebody, but you do something else and now we're going to put you in maximum security, the worst prison we have. We're going to put you in there.
and he's a cop, so you know what they do to cops
Yeah.
in prison,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy looks scared. He's been a police officer for 20 years. 20.
What did he do?
His job. He
Which
did
was
his
what?
job. He informed his superior officer what was going on with the Proud Boys, and yeah, that's what happened.
Ah,
Now they're sending him away for 18 months. Can you believe it?
yep. Sputsy, what do you use castor oil for?
I know that you can use castor oil to make your eyelashes grow.
Ugh. That's stupid. That is really, really stupid. And by the way, if I'm talking funny, I have bit my tongue 3 times in the same place.
Why?
I don't know. 3 times in the same place. And it's like, come on now.
Well, and that's what I thought, Spudsy. Hey, Teddy.
Hi, Teddy.
Yeah, I mean, he did his job. The thing was, he did his job. He's been a police officer for 20 years. 20 years. Yes, I'm with you, Donna. He needs to get a pardon, and he needs to get a pardon quick. All the J6ers got a pardon. He needs to get a pardon so that
Right.
you know what's going to happen to him.
Right.
You know exactly what's going to happen to him. None of those inmates are going to. They're not going to. They don't care what he did. They just know he's a cop.
So I take it you drink it, Sputsy?
I know that you can take castor oil and put it on your eyelashes, and it makes it grow. Makes them grow. Yeah, as soon as possible because he's going away August 5th. And he's got 2 little kids. I heard it on Cowboy Logic last night, and I couldn't believe it. But then I followed up with hearing about the Walmart thing, and I thought,
Right.
are you kidding me? MK Ultra is in full bloom.
Yeah, I did find out that there was MK Ultra here.
Well, they're doing something because you can't tell me that somebody's just standing there and all of a sudden decides they want to jab somebody with a knife.
Mm-mm.
You know,
Right.
and what really kills me is most of those people that were in line at the pharmacy were senior citizens. That's
And
a
he
coward.
just decided to go on a stabbing spree, huh?
Well, what he said, what they feel like is his motive was to instill fear in the community.
No. Okay.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Right. Okay. I'll have to try that. It's not, but I know my mom was talking about floaters. I don't mean to change the subject.
That's okay. No, I did all that
My
for
mom
you.
talked about floaters because she had floaters, but
Mhm.
it just like popped up. And when it was really weird because it popped up and there was like all this like looking smoke going. I could see it in my eye, but it wasn't out here. It's like a gray smoke. And then when I got in the house, everything turned to red. And I'm like, oh, did I pop a blood vessel? You know? And I looked and the corner of my eye was getting bloodshot, but that was it. And then most of it went away except for the circle. And now that smoke piece is coming back. So I don't know. They did say I had the start of a cataract, but
Well, that could be the smoky part, but the black part is not a cataract.
mm,
And if it moves, it's a floater. Okay, if it moves, it's a floater. But if it doesn't move, it's your retina.
oh, it moves.
Okay, well that's a good thing. But one that's the size of a dime is a pretty good size floater.
No, Donna, I don't have high blood pressure. As a matter of fact, my blood pressure is too low.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I had high blood pressure a long time ago, and then I read up on CoQ10, I've been taking CoQ10 for probably 5 years.
Wow. Did you see the show on Friday where I was telling everybody that they're stealing the corn seeds and
No.
planting them?
No.
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing about it because it sounds absolutely ridiculous. The Chinese have come in and bought a bunch of our agricultural land,
Right.
and now they're going on the farmers' lands and stealing their corn seeds so they can go plant it on their land. So I mean, when you get to thinking about it, it's really funny because you got to protect your family, you got to protect yourself, you got to protect your kids, you got to protect your neighbor's kids.
Right.
You got to protect the seeds that you plant with.
Right. Right. Holy cow. Holy cow. I got to see my older grandsons today.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. We went over my older son's house. He's trying to his motorcycle, he could get it started, but then whenever he gave it the gas, it would, cut out. So he asked if Eddie would go look at it. And we went over there and they looked at it once, and then he did some stuff to it and wanted it to sit for a week. So we went over there and he got it started today, but there's still, when you pull the throttle, it still hesitates and it'll bog out. So they ordered a fuel pump. If anybody cares.
No, that's not
Oh,
true. I mean, we're doing a couch community kind of thing. We're just talking.
at least I got to see my son and my grandsons, even though they stayed in the house and played video games, which is surprising. They don't play that much video games.
It's
So
too hot.
Dad must have been in a good mood for them to be able to sit and play.
Well, and it's too hot to be outside. My daughter is going on the night shift,
Okay, I'll check.
the overnight shift.
Okay.
So both of my kids will be on the overnight shift. So I will be lucky if I get to see them.
Right.
One works 5 to 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning, and the other one now will be working from 11 to 7 in the morning.
11 at night.
11 at night to 7 in the morning. Yeah, and she's having a hard time changing it.
Wow.
Oh, is he, Donna? Why is he? What's going on with that? He's going to sell his Harley? Wow.
Well, see, I bought him that motorcycle, I want to say at least 10 years ago.
Wow.
But I couldn't afford a Harley. So
Well, who can?
he got a Yamaha V-Star. It looks like a Harley. It sounds like a Harley, but it's not. It's a Yamaha 650. So, and then I bought my younger son a crotch rocket. Thank God he never died on it.
That's scary.
Yeah. Well, he finally got older.
I like those little electronic bikes. That's about as fast as this old woman wants to go right now. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
At one time in my life, I had a need for speed, but not anymore. I'm too old.
Right.
It's crazy. I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree.
So what do you think about this, all this news that's coming out? Think that they can arrest anybody?
I think I'm hot and sticky. That's what I think. I need a fan.
I got a fan blowing on me. Well, I mean, you've got different things coming up. AOC, they said, was arrested because the guy they deported, she went and flew back to his country and got him and brought him back. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You just can't make this stuff up.
Yeah, that makes sense, Donna. How old is he? Yeah, the thrill goes away after, My
40.
younger son, no, not even, because my younger son isn't even 40 yet, and he hasn't rode it for 4 years. But he's had a lot in the last 2 years. He got married and had 2 kids.
Oh, there
So,
you go. See, he's 48.
yeah.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
understand that. There just comes a time where you're just like, look, no.
Right.
So I got my exercise machine,
Yeah.
and you stand on it,
Yeah.
and if
Yeah.
it vibrates, okay, it's not bad when you're in the jogging mode, okay. But my daughter had to push the button on the running mode, and when you don't want to go on the
Really?
running mode because it just shakes you to no end. I mean, fast.
Wow.
I mean, really fast. When you get off there, you still feel like the ground is going like this. And your thighs, they hurt and they burn so bad when you get off there. It doesn't take very long. And that's probably because your toes are hanging onto the machine like this. Because you don't want to fall off. I'm telling you, it's the craziest thing. I'm trying to learn. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
I keep freezing up, by the way.
I don't know if that was a good picture. I was going to tell you that was a good picture.
Yeah, I keep freezing. So,
You know, I'm going to be honest with you right now, Donna, and I was talking to Clyde about this. This is, and I don't find myself to be ignorant, but apparently I'm not real bright, because when I think of crime, I think of Chicago, I think of New York, I think of Denver. The last place in the world I ever put crime, for some reason, you just don't hear Indianapolis in the news. And from what I understand, Indianapolis, from people that have lived there, it is really dangerous as far as crime.
yeah.
You never hear about Indianapolis.
Right.
Or Minnesota anymore. Now it's starting to get its name in the papers these days.
Well, I think every state has a couple areas, because I know I won't go into Flint, Michigan, and I won't go into Pontiac. If you've ever heard of Pontiac, I won't. They're next to each other. I will not go to Pontiac or Flint. Now there's some nice areas of both of them.
See, I would think it would be more like Detroit.
Yeah, Pontiac and Flint, there are some areas that I wouldn't even go there with a bodyguard in the middle of the day.
That's scary. See, these are places you don't hear about. Right. The news never talks about these places. And Indianapolis was shocking to me, because I thought, I don't think I have ever heard of anything other than that one guy that he unalived all those gay people, remember? Yeah. That dude that happened there. Yeah. But I mean, other than that, that's one thing I hear about New York and Chicago and all of these places all the time. And now I'm starting to hear a little bit more about Minnesota.
I would go to downtown Detroit before I went to Flint or Pontiac.
See, it was wonderful. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know Chicago was only 259 miles away. So what, are you blaming Chicago, or is it bleeding over in Indianapolis? We can say that if you want to, Donna. I understand. We can say that they flooded all of the crime, flooded right over to you.
I'm all for that. I'm all for that.
I am too, because I'll tell you what, I'll bet you there's places in Chicago that you wouldn't walk in the middle of the daytime with a bodyguard and a pit bull.
I'm sure.
You know, I've heard how crooked Chicago. Right. But isn't Chicago not so much as far as the crime and the unaliving and that kind of thing? Isn't it more like the crookedness in the government and that kind of thing? Isn't that more Chicago's thing? I don't know. It probably is both.
No, Chicago's got a lot of drugs.
Does it? Chicago has a lot of
Well,
drugs.
it's like any inner city. I shouldn't just say Chicago.
I know Denver's gotten real bad, and it never used to be bad at all, ever. And now it's real bad.
Huh. I
Gangs
haven't
of
heard
drugs.
too much about
Gangs
Denver.
of drugs. See, guys, we we gotta change this thing. We gotta do a lot of praying because there's a lot of people that think that's okay. And it's not. It's not okay to be a
No.
gangster. I do not want to be a gangster. I don't
No.
want to be any part of the mafia. I,
No.
I don't want.
No. It's not okay. It's not okay that here in America there's areas where we can't go and feel safe. That's
No,
not okay.
no, it's not okay. I don't want to. I don't want. There's
Ah,
places. There are
right.
places here that I won't go, like
Mhm.
down by
Yeah.
the border.
Yeah.
No, no. In fact, what people don't realize, they're shooting. The cartel is shooting over the border here in South Texas. They're shooting over, and we're shooting back, and that doesn't hit the news either.
See, now here, the border, I'm of Canada. All I have to do is drive to downtown Detroit. And
And
it's right
Canada's
there.
right there.
Yeah, you just go downtown and you go to, it says Windsor Tunnel,
Hmm.
and you can either take the bridge or the tunnel. They're
And take,
building a new bridge. And then there's a bridge up north to get into Canada, up by.
but Canada's not dangerous, is it?
Oh, there's pockets of it. Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah. Yeah. They like to pretend that it's not. But yeah, there's pockets that you have to be careful.
That's scary. You know, I don't even know what to say. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Lane, all jokes aside, where I grew up, you could go there because not one thing is going on there. It's and they said there's 350,000 people there, and I'm telling you, they roll up the rug at midnight. The whole streets roll up at midnight. And when you're out there, it's like a ghost town. There's a bunch of people there, but they all go to sleep at a certain
Yeah.
hour. And
Yeah. Donna, I'm the same way. I really can't go to where my mom grew up.
I know I couldn't go where my mom grew up because it was in the top 10 in the 70s for
Right.
crime rate.
Right.
So I'm sure it's probably right up there, probably top 5 by
Yeah.
now.
I do know that they just made a huge bust from a truck coming over from Canada.
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl and coke. Bricks and bricks and bricks. I think they said it was like $250 million street value.
That's insane. I thought Canada was going to
Mhm.
stop that. Guess not, huh?
I don't know, but they found it. They found it. I mean, they're doing even bolder and bolder because they're not even, I mean, they put it like in garbage bags in the front of the truck, like the trailer part of it.
Hmm.
And they just have them chill. It's just chilling there with everything in front of it. Before they used to, put it in the tires,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they would make phony walls, and they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
they don't do that anymore. It's there. It's there.
Well, see, that's
Something
where
else. I'll tell you.
that's where MK Ultra comes into effect.
Right. Right.
You know,
Exactly.
here we can just MK Ultra everybody and let them and make them believe that this is all okay.
Right. It's
No,
unbelievable.
no.
Unbelievable.
Well, the worst thing that happened in my area, guys, I want you to tell. It just came over the news before I got on. they found an infant in a garbage can. Why is everything happening at Walmart, by the way? But they found an infant in the garbage at Walmart that was unalive. And so they have picked up the grandfather. Guys.
Why the grandfather?
Apparently the grandfather was the one watching the kid.
Oh.
Who knows? I mean, there's probably more to that story. That's the only thing they gave at this moment in time.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like,
right.
You know, if the baby passed away in your care by accident, what? Let's just throw it away?
Oh, you know what I read? I can't remember where this was. I can't remember the state, but I just saw it over the weekend. CPS took away a 3 for his safety with the parents.
Mm-hmm.
The child died in a hot car while in CPS's possession.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That is, you know, you just can't make this stuff up.
No, you'll never get your child back, but I'll tell you what, I'd own the state.
You bet you would. You bet you would. It's like we were the dangerous ones.
Right.
And wow.
And of course, it will never bring your child back.
No, never. Never.
And I know that. And I know money isn't everything, but I certainly would try my hardest to take them right to the cleaners.
Right.
But
because
there you say that I'm not safe with my children.
Yeah.
And then they die in your care. I mean, that happens a lot, not in hot cars, but that happens a lot. CPA takes the kids away, puts them in a foster home or something, and then you hear about the kids dying. Now,
the foster care.
Right. You're going to tell me that they're safer than being with their parent. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes those kids are living in filth and squalor and horrible conditions, and I get that. But they also need to take into consideration that people are out there struggling really bad. But, you know, your house doesn't need to be a pig pen either.
Well, what was the story recently about the lady that was doing babysitting and she had a daycare, and what she did is she had them in the basement and they were hidden and all these kids were down in the basement and the parent, that was scary. That she was doing all kinds of crazy stuff down there in the basement to these kids. And then about 10 years ago, they had that foster family where the kids, she kept getting all the money and the kids were eating the drywall. Remember that? And they came out and that one kid only weighed like 18 pounds or something crazy. I don't think they're vetting these foster care families as well as they should be. You know, I don't think so. I don't think they're going through it. And
no, they're not. And a lot of times people find out, and I'm sure everybody's intelligent enough in here to know that a lot of times people just do the fostering for the money.
Oh, yeah. 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 But that's not cool either.
Nope.
Yeah, that's not cool either.
I think it can be a very lucrative business.
Well, here's the thing. We have all these foster cares, right? Mm-hmm. And we have all of these children that need to be in good homes. We have a lot of children that could be adopted. If you can have a child, you can adopt children. We've got all of these parentless children. And instead, we're going to say, hey, you know what? We're going to give you that $5,000 credit to have another kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true, too.
Why do we need any more kids if we don't take care of the ones? And you know what? I guess what I want to say is the ones that are going to be getting this credit and the ones that are going to go after this credit are going to be the ones that really shouldn't have kids. right?
I know a while back because my niece was pregnant. Well, no, my niece had two daughters, and they had the Medicaid because her husband wasn't working at the time. And at that time, they had it here in Michigan that if you get pregnant, you get kicked off because so many people were getting pregnant just to keep getting the money because their kids were.
Right.
So, yeah, she got pregnant and they kicked her off of everything. But they don't
Well,
do that anymore. They used to do that.
right. And now they don't. You get have 8 or 9 kids, and you get a real healthy sum of money.
Oh, yes, you do.
What did I hear? Somebody was making like $3,500 a month. And what was that? You were the one that was telling, and that was just in food stamps or whatever.
Yeah. 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 There's a big difference, too, because I'm trying to figure out. I know two people that have Medicaid and two people that have food stamps,
Mm-hmm.
and both of them are alcoholics, and both of them get almost $300 a month in food stamps.
Well, I'm going to tell you something about that. And I know this to be a fact in this area. Now, I don't know if it's happening around the United States, but I know it happens in this area. Some of these people that get these big checks and food stamps will sell them $2 or two for one. If you want $100 worth of food stamps, just give them $50 in cash. Seriously, it happens down here all the time. And
Well,
what they
yeah,
thought they could do is they could put it on a card and it would stop it. No, they give you your card and say, this is how much money you have to spend, and I want my card back.
yep,
They're like on the honor system, I guess.
yep. Because I know when I was married the first time when I was a teenager, we were on welfare. And we used to get ridiculous amount of food stamps for two of us and a newborn baby.
Mhm.
Ridiculous amounts. Something like $600, and that's back in the 80s.
Right? And now it's like,
So yeah, my ex used to sell them. That's when you still got food stamps, though. The
yeah. Well,
tear
they're
out of the book.
right, but now what they're doing is they get you you pay so much and they give you your card, and
Yeah,
they
they
go
give you a card.
they give you let you use their little credit card thing. Then you go use however much and give them back their card, and then they get it refilled later.
Right.
But I mean, if you're gonna be able to get the money and you're gonna be able to sell them and you're gonna figure out how to do something illegal, you know what? You're gonna figure out a way,
Right.
right? You're gonna figure out a way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable the things that people get away with.
Mm-hmm. It is.
And that's been going for a long time. So you can
Yep.
just imagine what's going on now. My hair would probably curl if I found out what they're doing now.
All right.
You know, they've gotten away with a lot of stuff. I mean, my hair's already curling when I heard all of the different things that's going on in our government that
Well,
nobody gets held accountable for.
the one person I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about.
Hmm.
Yeah, he lost his job because he's an alcoholic. He tried to buck the system with the union because he worked for one of the car companies. So every time he would be a no call, no show when they reinstated him, he would go to rehab. And then he'd get out and then he'd be on medical. So he was still getting paid. Long story short, he lost his job, he lost everything, and now he was going to lose his apartment, and now the state's going to help him with that. And it's like, seriously? He's only 50, 51. It's like, are you kidding me right now? You're giving them all of that, and like somebody my age, they get like $120 in food stamps.
Well, I thought they were going to give
Where's
back
the-
to us. I thought I heard we were
where's
going to get something back here.
a rebate? Yeah, Trump is throwing the idea around.
Well, when's that going to happen?
I don't know.
Because Trump, and I love Trump, don't get me wrong. I'm still a Trump supporter. But when he says it's $1.99 for gas, I'd like to know what state that's in, because it's definitely not here. I mean, we're probably cheaper than a lot of other places. I think we're $2.46, but he's saying there's somewhere that's $1.99. I don't know where that's at.
It's got to be down south somewhere.
And I don't see grocery prices going down. I see them going up. Things are starting to go back up in prices. I don't know where he's coming from when he says there's.
I don't know about the gas, because I know our gas went back up to $3.50, and then it's down to $2.99 now. So.
Yeah, see, yours is $2.99. Ours is $2.46, and he says somewhere it's for $1.99. Where's that? Where? Oh, you know what? That's got to be an Amish country that doesn't use it. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
Yeah. And the other thing I don't get is that you can have two gas stations, one on this corner, one on this corner, and this one is selling gas for $3, and this one is selling gas for $3.50. How is that possible? Right across the street. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then you can go to Sam's Club or Costco and get it for $2.79. What?
Yeah, how come you can save? Yeah, you can do that at Sam's Club. They give you, if you have the Sam's Club card.
Mm-hmm.
See, and look, and it's $3.08 in Indy. So where is this $1.99? In Arkansas or Alabama or
probably Mississippi?
Someplace that nobody's driving very much or having to go very far.
Right.
It can't be. I mean, come on. I don't know any place that's $1.99.
Right. I don't either.
And we have, and you know, not to blow my whistle too loud, but in my area, it has been low the whole time. When everything was going up to $4 and crazy, we never got up over about 306. Okay. So we manufacture it.
Yeah.
See, anywhere that's close by where they don't have to haul it very far, then you're going to get things that are cheap. Those particular things are going to be cheaper in your area than whatever you manufacture in that area.
Right, but if you're manufacturing it in that area,
and it's still $2.46,
exactly.
Where's the $1.99 at? I want to know.
I don't know.
Well, you go ahead and talk, and I'm going to find out, because now you've got me curious.
What? Where $1.99 gas is?
Yeah.
I don't know. When did he say that?
He just said it the other day. You know what? Look at ChatGPT is smoking. What are you talking about? No state average gas price is at or below $1.99. No state's average gas price is at or below $1.99. So
maybe they're supposed to be, and they're not.
Okay, so it said the lowest state averages are $2.70 to $2.80, but the national average is $3.14. I do not see any place that's $1.99.
Wow.
So now I've just answered my own question.
Right, maybe Sam's Club or Costco.
Well, even if it's $2.80.
Right.
You're not going to save 80 cents. National average is $3.14.
Mm-hmm.
The national average is. So there's no place that's $1.99. I wanted to tell Trump, you better not be listening to what those people say, because I don't think they're feeding you the right information.
Right. Yeah, that's for sure.
And another thing I focus on is I thought everybody was ranting and raving so much on the egg prices.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the only thing I've seen go down in price.
I know one thing I will never do again.
Mm.
I will never order a gallon of milk through DoorDash ever again.
Why would happen?
Well, I got it. Where did I get it from? I got it from one of the convenience stores around here. And the gallon of milk was $3.79. Then I got a couple other things. And with the service fee and the tip, a gallon of milk ended up costing me $9.
Wow.
I will get my lazy ass up next time. Well, I needed it for the baby, not the little one, but I needed it for her. So,
But still, $9 a gallon.
Yeah.
You know, we do crazy things like that because we have to, but
Right.
that should never be. Look at this. Look at Don over here investigating. Gulfport, Mississippi's 235. Okay, so see, they're right there with us. Same price. And you know why they're that? Because out there in Gulfport is where they do a lot of the oil rigs are out there. So that makes sense, right?
Right.
But I'm still not seeing the $1.99.
Hmm.
And what is it? One, you know where it's at? Okay. It's in Bill, Wyoming, population 3. Because nowhere else has got it. It can't. We would see it.
Wow.
And do you know that that place is on the map? Bill,
Is it
Wyoming.
really?
Dead serious. Bill, Wyoming, population 3. Oh, wait a minute. It might be population 2 now. I think it got a divorce.
Ah,
But seriously, you know, they just went out in the middle of the sticks and and it only has like one store. It's like a little general store that has a few odds and ends and whatever. And it has a post office, or what you would say it has. They mail stuff out for you, whatever.
kind of like a Sam Drucker in Hooterville.
Exactly. It's exactly like that. And they named their hometown. No, Don, we don't have a Kroger or a Myers. We don't have any of that stuff here. Are you kidding me? The only place that we have that delivers here is Walmart.
Yeah, we have Kroger's and Myers. Myers started here. And then they finally went down into Ohio and Indiana. I think they're starting to go into Pennsylvania too. I'm not sure though.
Yeah. See, there is no $1.99 gas. According to Chat GPT, there is nowhere.
Right. Huh.
Yeah. But he said it as proud as a peacock. There's places out there that the gas is $1.99. And I thought, where?
Right.
The only thing I've seen go down that really has been affected is eggs.
Yeah.
Now, they have gone down a couple bucks.
Yeah, they have.
But meat is astronomical.
Yeah.
I saw a filet mignon. I started laughing. I got to laughing so hard I almost took a picture of it. I saw a filet mignon that was about the size, a little bigger than a silver dollar, if anybody remembers what they were. And it was $21. And I thought, whatever. Give me a break. Are you serious right now?
I bet it wasn't even 6 ounces.
And no. No, it looked like a piece of stew meat. I'm serious.
Wow.
It was so little. It was about that big.
That's crazy.
And it was $21. And I thought, really? I didn't want a steak that bad. Not that bad.
Right. Right.
Or roasts. Have you seen the price of a rump roast?
No, I haven't.
It's $25 for a 3-pound or 4-pound rump roast.
Wow.
See, look, $40.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is crazy.
And we don't have any inflation.
Well, I mean, I think Texas Roadhouse, you get a 6-ounce filet now for like $21 with a salad and a side.
That's high. It used to be what, $8.95?
Yeah. $10, $12.
Hey Teddy, how much is your how much is the meat in Australia? How much is 4 steaks in Australia, Teddy? Tell me, I'm curious. Because I tell you what, 4 steaks is $40 here. They're expensive there too. So this is worldwide.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Weird.
$70.
Wow.
$70. Wow.
That's crazy.
How much is gas a gallon in Australia, Teddy? Is that where it's $1.99?
No, it wouldn't even be a gallon. I think isn't Australia like Canada? They do like half liters or some shit.
They do, yeah, liters of gas. Yeah, look, $1.70 a liter. And how much is a liter compared to a gallon?
In a gallon, that's like a half a liter or something. $1.70 a liter. Which is equivalent to like what, a half a gallon or something, Teddy?
1 liter is 0.26 US gallons.
0.26.
Oh, it's 3.78 liters to 1 gallon in the United States. So almost 3 3/4 gallons for the United States. So $1.70. So theirs is $4 and something a gallon. 172, 40, 340.
Right.
410. Fucking golly, that's expensive. There. Everything's expensive there.
Yeah. See, I knew they did it by something different than we did, because it was like we were thinking, and of course, this was a long time ago when we made that trip. But I thought, oh, look at that, gas is only 50 cents. And obviously, it was a while ago, and then found out it was for a liter.
That's crazy. What does it mean when you see a curved woman, Apple? They're not making enough money.
Right.
That's what Teddy said. Yeah, it could be. If they're curved, they're making a lot of money. She never told us, so I have no idea. She's typing it in.
Right. Yep.
Good fortune. Yeah. Yeah, they're yeah.
Somebody that likes food.
Yeah, something's going on there.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, if she's curvy, she's good fortune.
Right. Right.
Or making a good fortune. Or is a fortune. There it is. More like she is a fortune.
You know what's so crazy is back in the 40s and 50s, the average dress size for a woman was 12.
Yeah, way back in the day, and then they would put those corsets on and break their ribs to make sure they had this little 12-inch waist.
Yeah, screw that.
No, I'm telling you what, I like the big shirts that I want to be able to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Breathing is a good thing, you know. It's a necessity. And the older I get, the more I like breathing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of grown attached to it.
An American airline plane. Passengers are exiting the emergency exit in Denver, Colorado.
Because what? It's on fire?
It's smoking. It looks like it could have been the back wheels. It was an aborted takeoff, and there's smoke coming from the back.
You wore a corset in your Civil War dresses. And Donna, how did that make you feel? Could you breathe? Could you breathe? That's all I want to know. How do you breathe? Have you ever had?
They're saying eggs in Walmart are partly made of plastic. How is that possible?
I don't know, but they're probably injecting. Who knows? Have you ever had a corset on?
Mm-hmm.
I had one on for 5 minutes. Did you take that thing off? I don't know how you're supposed to breathe in that thing.
I actually, after one of my surgeries, I actually had to wear a corset that went down to my knees and down to my wrists, one piece, for almost a year.
No.
Yeah. Try and do that in the summer.
Well, you know what? They say that, that high heels gives a woman perfect posture. It throws her back out and she arches her back and throws her butt out when she's walking.
You know what? Poppycock. Because I have a bad back and neck, and let me tell you something. I wear flat shoes. I really don't wear high heels hardly ever anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I wore a 2-inch heel to my class reunion last week. And in 2 hours, my feet were killing me. And the next day, I couldn't walk. My feet hurt so bad.
Because it makes you throw your arch in your back to keep yourself balanced to walk.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Crazy.
And who do you think invented the high heel shoe?
Man.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
It was a man. This will make you look amazing.
I'm just glad they got rid of the stripe down the back of the pantyhose. Could you imagine trying to get that line straight every day? No, thank you.
I remember those.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the things that we wore and the things that we did. I had a dressmaker. I couldn't. Let's see. I had a dressmaker. I could not run. I had. Oh my gosh! And petticoats too.
Yeah, I do not know how you people. I mean, I'm not being. I don't know how, when you do your Civil War reenactments, I don't know how you wore such heavy clothes when it's 95 degrees outside. I could never understand that.
No, I can't. Well, back in the day, that's what you had to wear.
Right. But guess what? I don't need to reenact that. I mean, I'm glad that you did, Donna, and it's a really cool thing, but I don't need to wear a petticoat and all that stuff like they did on Little House on the Prairie to the floor when it's 90 degrees outside.
Well, I don't know, because you get a cool breeze going.
Right. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I'll tell you what. But I do have to say this, in all honesty, they sure looked nice, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
They did. They always look top notch in their vintage clothes. And I said, that'll probably be one of the styles that comes back. And I'll be sitting here in my sweatpants going,
right.
I'm never leaving the house.
Right. Yeah.
The collars went up to your neck and choked you. I couldn't wear chokers because of that.
Yeah. Okay. Because I know we went down to Virginia. I don't even know when. It was in the early 2000s, and they were doing reenactments, and it was like, are you kidding me? It is so hot out here.
No, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
It gets so hot here and we're not even in the hottest month. The hottest months are August and September for
Yeah.
us. And you can only take off so much clothes before they
Right.
arrest you and
Right.
put you in jail. And I'm telling you what, you're wearing the cotton shirts that are sleeveless, the thin cotton, you know, like your bed
Mhm.
sheets.
Right.
It
Right.
is so hot. It is just blazing hot. And your air
Mhm.
conditioner just can't I mean, ours, it hasn't been able to catch up.
Right. Right. All right. It's that time.
All right. I love y'all. Have a great rest of your weekend. And we will
Love
see
you.
you
We'll
tomorrow
see you
night.
tomorrow. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Hopefully, I don't have any crises.
No, no, no,
I'm sick of those last minute crises.
no, nope, nope, nope. Don't say it. Don't put it in the air.
Right. Right. I feel really bad too because, I leave my house Friday
Uh-huh.
and I don't come home until Sunday. And oh my goodness, did she cry bloody murder this time when I left? I felt so bad. I felt so bad. And then when I came home, she runs to me and they were getting ready to go to the park. And she got mad because I went to hand her to her dad and she started crying because she wanted me to go. And it's like, no, you're going with mom and dad.
Well, I mean, they've got to get an attachment there, Nona.
Mm-hmm.
They've
Yeah.
got see, it hurts, but they've got to get that attachment going.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you, Royal Apple. Thank you, Donna.
All right, guys. See you
Thank
tomorrow
you.
night.
Hit the like button on the way out.
Yep.
Please.
Please, please, and thank you. Y'all
Yep.
see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.